What if the struggles that make you feel different are actually preparing you to become extraordinary? Our circumstances often dictate where we start, but our intentional, repeated choices determine who we become. Every day is a series of decisions. Each challenge represents a crossroads, a Y in the road where we must choose a direction. We analyze these moments through the YOU decision cycle. Y is the decision itself. O is the Oculus, the lens of assessment, and U represents the you that is discovered on the other side. At any crossroad, even doing nothing is a choice. This cycle provides a tool for continuous course correction, allowing us to examine our results and adjust our next decision accordingly. Dolly Parton's life is a demonstration of this cycle in action. She took external hardships and transformed them into a clear sense of purpose. Her starting point was a one-room cabin in rural East Tennessee. Growing up with 11 siblings in deep poverty created immense environmental stress from the very beginning. In school, peers mocked her for her appearance and her clothing. These early experiences with social teasing forced her to find a way to build internal self-worth while being mocked. This patchwork coat, made by her mother from leftover fabric scraps, became the symbol of that struggle. While others saw a reason for ridicule, Dolly chose to see the love stitched into the fabric. As she entered the 1960s music industry, she faced deep-rooted sexism and public mockery of her appearance. She had to manage these insecurities while fighting to own her publishing and make her own business decisions. These environmental and social pressures created a critical internal why. She had to choose between being defined by her circumstances or mastering her emotional response to them. Dolly used the Oculus to reflect. Instead of suffering through challenges, she studied them, analyzing the results of her choices and using that information to adjust her next move. This reflection allowed her to turn poverty into a source of resilience. She developed a profound sense of gratitude that prevented her from adopting a victim identity. She addressed public mockery with radical self-acceptance. By famously joking that it took a lot of money to look cheap, she used humor as a protective shield and an emotional management tool. She also processed the quiet shame her father carried because he could not read. She transformed his struggle into a deep empathy that would eventually drive her philanthropic work. By examining her history through this lens, she built the specific character strengths, like self-awareness and empathy, that she would later use to lead others. This transition from internal healing to external action is how her leadership functions. She used her success to solve specific problems for her community. In 1991, she launched the Buddy program. By pairing students and offering a $500 financial incentive to graduate, she helped slash local dropout rates from nearly 1/3 down to 6%. Her father's illiteracy inspired her dream more, learn more, care more, be more philosophy. She was determined to remove the educational barriers she saw in her own childhood. The result is the Imagination Library. To date, this program has distributed more than 300 million free books to children around the world, fostering literacy regardless of a family's income. Her leadership also extended to conflict resolution. When she decided to leave the Porter Wagoner show, the professional relationship became incredibly tense. She chose a peaceful exit. She wrote, "I will always love you," as a way to move forward without destroying the professional relationship she had built. She took the lessons of her own struggles and built a framework to empower others. This is the you in the cycle, the discovery of a person who leads by uplifting others. This flowchart tracks how character influences our choices, which drive our actions and produce results. Eventually, those repeated choices form our identity. Dolly's identity was built through thousands of repeated choices, rather than a single moment of luck. She chose to keep writing. She chose to embrace her differences. And she chose to turn pain into purpose. We can use her biography as an Oculus. We are looking through her story to see what it reveals about our own lives. Consider your own crossroads. Are you allowing a single failure to define your ability? Are you waiting for permission to solve a problem at work? Do you seek to control people in your life or empower them? Challenges do not automatically create growth. Only your intentional response to those challenges determines the person you are becoming. Take action today. Write down one challenge you are currently facing. Map out your response and your choices, and ask yourself what you are learning from the experience. A struggle becomes wisdom when we examine it, learn from it, and choose what we will do with it. Your circumstances influence your story, but your repeated choices write who you become. Dolly's guiding dream was to make as many people happy as she could. Her life demonstrates how that ambition evolved from a personal goal into a life of service. In August 2026, Dolly Parton passed away at 80 years old. She was a unifying global figure whose career spanned 6 decades and reached far beyond the boundaries of country music. Her story functions as a curriculum for resilience. We thank Dolly for her authenticity. We will always love you. This is Wisdom for Your Day.